Really? I haven't even got Shemai out yet and I'm already coughing. This is a good start. Shemai Adam. Before the weekend, I had very good intentions of taking my camera to the convention with me and showing you some convention fun. However, as it happened, I was too busy having fun to take my camera out and film anything, so I don't have any footage of the convention to show you. Sorry. I'm sorry, okay? It didn't happen. If you've not noticed by now, I don't know how gruff my voice is sounding. It feels like I'm sounding quite gruff, but you may have noticed that I'm a bit ill. And usually at the conventions we have a running joke about the con blues and how people get sick after a convention. And usually I do feel quite sad after a convention is over because I have a weekend of fun. And then I go home and it's not as fun as the weekend of convention fun. But this time I've actually come home and I have a cough and a sore throat and my nose can't decide if it's blocked or if it's runny. Oh dear me, I feel awful. But it was worth it for the awesome weekend that I had. But anyway, that means I don't have anything to tell you about. So I will tell you instead about something I learned about myself on the weekend. This was something I learned on the 8 hours of bus journeying that I did back and forth to Heathrow. And that is that most of the podcasts that I listen to, I can listen to for an indefinite amount of time. I could very easily listen to Dear Hank and John, Your Biscuits, Desert Island Discs and Nerdist for hours and hours without respite. I could gladly do that. However, I noticed that when listening to Rahalistaper or Richard Herring's Leicester Square Theatre podcast for all the non-cool kids out there, that I can only listen to him for about 3 hours before I peak and I find myself having to stop. Mainly because I find him too funny and my face starts to hurt from smiling too much. And then I realised that I must look like a complete twit while listening to Richard Herring on a bus because I do have to stifle my laughter. It was not good. Thankfully on the bus home when I was listening to him, there wasn't anyone that near me that could see me shaking and giggling in my seat. So, although uncomfortable, because the bus journeys were both very jostly, and on the way home the bus smelled of pee, obviously the toilet hadn't been cleaned, I had pretty good bus journeys as I just listened to podcasts and played Sudoku on my iPad. It was very nice, but now I'm just really tired. And because to be fair, I came home on Monday, I've recovered from the travelling and the 3 days of heavy drinking. Now I'm just ill, and it's horrible, and I'm walking around the house being very whiny and feeling very sorry for myself. It's a bit shameful really. Today, to make myself feel better, I ate soup. Yes, you heard me correctly. Soup. Chicken and leek soup. It was very nice. I did burn my mouth a little bit, but it was still very nice. And then I went for a walk thinking fresh air would make me feel better. I don't feel better. Being ill is very inconvenient and I don't like feeling like this. It is very stuffy and my face feels horrible. I don't know how better to describe it. It's like my sinuses have just been stuffed full of cotton wool. I don't know if I'm hearing the sound of myself swallowing in my own head or through the earphone. It just makes me want to slurp really loudly. Clunk. I suppose that's it for today. Bye bye.
Gilder, Kyoudai.